On January 19th, TikTok could be banned in the US, potentially affecting over 170 million users, according to Backlink. TikTok has become a huge part of people's lives, whether it's viral challenges, funny videos, or even important social movements. But with this ban comes a lot of questions. So today, we're breaking down the pros and cons of this potential TikTok ban, and what kind of impact it could have. Alright, let's start with the first major pro, national security. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a company based in Beijing, China, and US officials have raised some serious concerns about the app's data collection practices.
Take all of this information from Americans, especially American teenagers, and then ship it off to Beijing.
There's worry that user data could be accessed by the Chinese government, possibly for surveillance or even influencing US politics. Now, I know it sounds a little extreme, but when you think about it, we're talking about millions of people's personal information being stored on servers that could be accessed across the world. Some fear it could even be used for espionage or disinformation campaigns. So a ban might actually be a step forward towards protecting national security. But of course, there's a downside to that. That brings us to the first big con, economic impact. TikTok is huge for small businesses. It's a platform that allows even the smallest companies to get their product out there without spending a fortune on ads. In fact, according to Oxford Economics, TikTok generated over $24 billion for the US economy in 2023. That's a lot of money, and a ban would leave businesses scrambling to find other ways to reach their customers. So while a ban might be great for national security, it could hurt small to medium-sized businesses that rely heavily on TikTok for marketing. A lot of companies use TikTok's algorithm to go viral, which is harder to replicate on other platforms. This could mean lost revenue and, in the worst-case scenario, even business closures. Next, let's talk about misinformation. TikTok has been criticized for spreading both misinformation and disinformation. Basically, false information, whether intentionally or not. When misinformation spread, it can cause confusion, but disinformation is even more dangerous because it's designed to mislead or manipulate people, often for political gain. And let's be honest, with TikTok's algorithm, misinformation can spread like wildfire. One video goes viral, and the next thing you know, millions of people are sharing false or misleading content. Banning TikTok could help reduce the spread of both, making it harder for harmful content to reach the masses. Sounds good, right? But here's where it gets a bit tricky. If TikTok is banned, it's going to be a huge blow to creators and musicians. A lot of influencers and even artists have built their entire career on TikTok. It's been their platform to grow an audience and in some cases make a living. We're talking about people who depend on TikTok's algorithm to go viral and gain brand deals or make money from the creator funds. And for musicians, TikTok has been a game changer, helping them get their music heard by millions.
TikTok is huge for the music industry right now, right? When did you first notice that was starting up? Was that like in the early days of TikTok, or is that something that happened really suddenly?
I was always a huge fan of TikTok. I mean, even when it was Musical.ly, I was on Musical.ly, and I was like, I think I posted a few Musical.lys with Jeremy. I was trying to get him involved. The difference is between Vine and TikTok, and the major difference is the music aspect, right? And also, it's so easy to see what the song is. It's just right there in the bottom. You just click it, find the song. So from the jump, it was so obvious to me how impactful it could be for the music industry.
If TikTok were gone, they would face a real struggle to rebuild that audience on other platforms. Sure, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and others are options, but TikTok's algorithm is in a league of its own. For many creators, it's not just a platform, it's their livelihood. Moving on, let's talk about something a little more serious: dangerous trends. TikTok has been known for some truly bizarre and even harmful challenges. Remember the blackout challenge, where users held their breath until they passed out? Or the Benadryl challenge, which encouraged people to take dangerously high doses of Benadryl to get high? Yeah, it sounds a bit insane, but these trends have tragically led to multiple deaths, particularly among minors. By banning TikTok, we could stop these kinds of challenges from spreading like wildfire. And while TikTok does try to regulate this kind of content, it's clear that the viral nature of the app makes it difficult to control. A ban could be a positive move in protecting vulnerable users, especially teenagers. But here's the other side of the coin. TikTok has also been a powerful tool for free expression and activism. It's been the platform for movements like Black Lives Matter, where Gen Z, in particular, has used the app to share their opinions, mobilize support, and educate themselves on social issues. It's become a place for people to have their voice heard in ways that just weren't possible before. According to Marketing Dive, 3/4 of Generation Z said TikTok has helped them to learn about social justice and politics, while the same number said that the social video app helps them to stay current on the news. It also says that the social activism posts on TikTok has urged 54% of Gen Zers to engage in discussions with family and friends, 44% to sign petitions, and 32% to educate themselves about something they saw on the app. Almost all, 94% of Gen Z, said TikTok has generated meaningful action for the Black Lives Matter movement, while a similar percentage, 96%, use TikTok for fun videos. And this kind of engagement has led to real-world actions like signing petitions, having discussions, and even attending protests. By taking TikTok away, we'd be removing one of the most powerful tools for social change in the digital age. So after weighing the pros and cons, what's the verdict? On the one hand, we've got national security and the fight against misinformation, not to mention the potential to stop dangerous trends. On the other hand, there's the economic fallout, the impact on creators, and the loss of social activism that could be a huge blow to a younger generation who rely on TikTok for everything from the news to social justice. It's clear that this ban will have ripple effects, but will this be worth it in the long run? Only time will tell. What do you think? Should TikTok be banned for the greater good, or do the negatives outweigh the benefits? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and consider subscribing if you think I'm worthy of the subscriber. And for the rest, I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day.